I guess my biggest thing becomes if there's a bigger push to go private than go public, because the challenge becomes there is zero competition for CIA. You have a monopoly. There's zero competition for FBI. You have a monopoly. That is not good. There's a reason why we have monopoly laws. When AT&T went through it, Microsoft went through it. Even Facebook right now is going through, hey, we got to kind of break it apart. You're too this, you're too that. Okay, I actually understand some of those conversations. But why have monopoly laws for free enterprise and not have monopoly laws for government agencies? I think we need monopoly laws for government agencies as well.
How does a patent differ from a monopoly?
Patent gives you a timeline. You don't have it forever.
Correct.
Okay.
Right? Monopolies don't last forever either. They incentivize people to create competition, and monopolies are intentionally attacked by the federal government, where patents are protected by the federal government.
Sure.
So what I'm saying is that there's a place for everything. There's a place for patents. There's a place for monopoly. There's a place for secret intelligence services. There's a place for one-sided advantage, absolutely. But there should be checks and balances. There are checks and balances in our private intelligence world, in our secret intelligence world, publicly and privately. But what we're also finding is that there's vulnerabilities that nobody talks about. The vast majority of espionage cases right now are coming from private intelligence. They're coming from Chinese, Russian, Iranian penetrations through the private intelligence network into a mainstream building. There was just two, a husband and wife couple, I don't know if you want to look it up, husband and wife couple that were that were teachers in, I don't know where it was, somewhere in the Northeast, but they were caught spying, giving nuclear secrets about American submarine technology to an unnamed foreign service. They were just arrested because they were contracted. The husband was contracted as an engineer to go work with the Navy. And now, because of that, in Maryland, thank you very much, this just happened. Nobody knows this happened. This doesn't make headlines. This is the kind of stuff where we're doing the right thing and nobody even knows it's happening. This happens all the time.
Unpack the story. So what happened here? Maryland husband and wife arrested in nuclear submarine spy case. The couple are accused of selling nuclear secrets, including a SD card concealed in a peanut butter sandwich.
This is classic human intelligence espionage. I would suspect that the unnamed service that they're talking about here is the Chinese, because this fits a Chinese model of collecting military secrets on American technology, right down to the fact that they were doing dead drops in Maryland in food.
But let's break that down a little bit, because I think you could make the case that even though it may be a private institution, it's still technically controlled by the CCP, right? And I think it's because it's tied to the Chinese government. I think you could make the same case for Russia. And I don't disagree with Pat on the idea that we should privatize intelligence agencies, but I think you mentioned Raytheon. So like, how do we keep, if we do go that route, how do we keep from Raytheon making up false intelligence to sell weapons, right? Or like going down that path to where they're no longer focused on the actual intelligence, they're focused on the bottom line of the profit.
Well, that's one of the reasons that you want to have a national intelligence organization, because one of the ways that you differentiate information from intelligence is through a process called vetting. Information can be single source. One time you hear it, you can't find it anywhere else. Vetting means you have to find the same piece of information in multiple different unrelated sources. Right? So the difference between information and intelligence is specific. But what I'm saying here is this penetration, these secrets were lost because of the privatization of intelligence. Had this been a naval engineer working only within the Navy, it would have been harder for a foreign intelligence service to recruit them and get them to provide secrets. But because this person was a civilian working for a private organization contracted by the Navy, it was easier.
So you're saying there's more risk to being privatized?
There's more risk to being privatized. Just like there's more risk to any company hiring anybody. Like, how do you know if you work in the number one company in pharmaceuticals that the number two company in pharmaceuticals doesn't recruit your top sales?
So let me tell you this. I fully agree between what you're saying. Fully agree with what you're saying. However, there's a big however. So there is risk to both sides.
Agreed.
It's which risk you want more.
So if you like this clip and you want to watch another one, click right here. And if you want to watch the entire podcast, click right here.